Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Joel, and excuse me if I look terrible because I just woke up, but I don't really care about looks anyway because I shaved a goatee into my face, so I guess that tells you how many fucks I give, but this is going to be a different video than the video I had originally scheduled for today. I made a video about my shoes and I scheduled it to go up at 4:30 p.m. today, Monday, May whatever day it is. But I pushed that back until tomorrow, Tuesday, because something happened today that I wanted to vlog about that I felt was more important to discuss. So basically, how the day has went so far is I went to sleep at 9 a.m. because my sleep schedule is terrible. And it was raining outside, so I felt like that would be the perfect opportunity to sleep because who doesn't love falling asleep to the rain? Well, 7-year-old me didn't if it was storming like it was today, but I'm a man now, so that's fine. I didn't cry like I used to. Anyways, I went to sleep at 9 a.m., woke up at 2:45 p.m., and I get on Twitter. You know, the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, or just get on my phone in general, and I see that where I live, East Lansing, Michigan State, there has been a school shooting, the second one this year, and campus is locked down. Well, it wasn't necessarily a school shooting, but there was a shooting on campus, and the campus is so large. It's large. It's like the campus encases the entire city. So, someone got shot. Like two people got shot at a Rite Aid. And see, I still hear sirens outside. People are still. I would not go outside today because there's so many cars around, and that's actually where the shooting happened is very close to where I live. So my girlfriend was concerned. She texted me and told me not to go outside, and I'm obviously not going to do that. Even though the shooter's been caught, it's still raining out pretty hard. Well, actually, it sounds like it's kind of stopped, but it's just a shitty day in general. Bad Monday, so I don't want to go outside. But what I wanted to talk about was gun violence, I guess. I've never made a video like this, but I wanted to give my 2 cents and kind of try to wrap my head around it, because sometimes that's what I'll do on this channel. If something doesn't make sense to me, I'll just talk about it, and then maybe it'll make more sense. Or what usually happens is people commenting help me to make sense of things, and I like discussing things with people in the comments. So what my feeling on gun violence is, and I'm already seeing it on Twitter. Every time a shooting happens or something of that nature, everybody wants to talk about, well, we need to take some people's guns away, and then the other side starts talking about, well, you're not taking my guns away because I need to shoot the people with the guns. And I think that is the most shallow, basic conversation to have about gun violence, because that's the easy thing to do. Take someone's guns away. What's really hard to do is to make better social programs. Maybe this person had some mental instabilities and he didn't get help all throughout his life. Takes a gun to school, takes a gun to a public place and starts shooting at people. Better social programs and giving people outlets in schools and stuff, that could, that could have saved some people's lives. And like, I know at my high school we did not have anything mental health related. We had school counselors, which they're very helpful, but it's not like a psychology type thing. And I wish there was some type of really active thing where people got had some like mental health evaluations and such and stuff like that. Or he could have just been extremely poor, and or yeah, I believe the shooter was a man. I guess I should keep referring to him as a he. There's been no suspects. Well, it says on Twitter, it says suspect is caught, but it doesn't say his gender. Anyway, he could have been extremely poor, he or she, and it he could, like, this person could have needed money, so they walk into a Rite Aid with a gun and say, "Give me your money," and that, I mean, it's very it's very tough to avoid poverty, but I wish I can't think of the nearest homeless shelter to here. It's very far away, or some other type of social outreach program, which helps and encourages people who don't have a lot of money. And I feel like we're a pretty well-to-do area. This is middle class, upper middle class, pretty much everywhere around here. And I can't think of those type of programs here. So imagine, like, think about what Detroit is like, and I'm not too far away from Detroit, and I'll admit I'm not there very often because for how fun it is somewhat of a dangerous area at times, especially at night. And I remember there was a video not too long ago on Reddit of a, this is kind of a deviation from the topic, but there was a video of a white man in a truck hitting a black child who ran out in front of his car. It looked like a, I mean, from my perspective, like the kid was literally standing there looking down the road. The car jumps out, he runs in front of it, and the guy in the white truck obviously hits him because he ran out in front of him like 4 feet before the guy got there, or, 10 feet or whatever. So the guy barely had any time to brake, but he did brake, and then he stopped to get out of the car, and then a mob of black people, well, you could see it, that's kind of racist. From the camera, you could see mostly minorities beat the shit out of the white guy. And there was so many comments on that thread that were so racist. And like there was just one that was blatantly like, this is why a white guy should not be in a black person's neighborhood. This is what the black people do. And that one made me stop and think. And I actually commented back. I said, no, this is what poor people do. This is what desperate people do. Because it did look like an insurance scam. And it's just, you cannot associate the like some race with a classification of people that are in some cases that they will do things and act like less than people because they do not have enough to survive. I can't, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the mind state in which you would be willing to die and be willing to kill other people to survive, because I've never been in that mind state. I had my lunch packed for me every day when I went to fucking school, and sometimes I didn't even eat it because I wanted the hot lunch at school. And I had enough money to buy the hot lunch. I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying I cannot wrap my head around a situation in which I was worried about my next meal. And I, I've never had a gun pulled on me, or I've been in a situation, like I've seen a situation driving home from Detroit where it looked like a person was being robbed at gunpoint, and that looked scary. But I've never felt um, in I never felt like my life was really in danger. Like when I saw this person getting what it looked to be robbed at gunpoint, I was in a car about 100 yards away, and I just drove away very quickly. I was with a group of people. We just drove away very quickly. So it was not like we were in any peril. And I hope the thing that's so fucked up to think back at about. I hope the guy who got robbed was alive, and I mean, hope the guy that robbed him got caught or something. But I guess who knows? That's kind of that's the messed up thing about life. What if I had to go to Rite Aid today? What if I was in there? And, I would have been in a very scary situation. I go to Rite Aid all the time, or there's Walgreens or CVS's around here. I usually get waters and candy bars from there because I like those two things, staying hydrated and getting sugared up. But Three Musketeers is my favorite. What's yours? Anyways, I guess I just wish we would talk about stuff like that more. Mental health and social outreach programs, and a little less about let's take their guns away. Because I mean, all right, I don't know, I honestly don't know what side of the gun debate I would be on, if I didn't think it was so fucking stupid to even talk about. Like, I guess it's a little bit, it's worth talking about a slight bit, but if somebody wants to get a gun, they'll get a gun. If somebody wants to get drugs, they will get drugs. So it's just like it doesn't. You really can't in a country so large with so many people. You just can't take something away. Especially, you can't live in the free world and where there's internet and people have access to everything and information, and they have word of mouth, and they can find people to give them things. It's very hard to just say no, you can't have that. That's banned. And I mean, I guess you can punish people for having it. You can fill up our jails. That's why our jails are as populated as small countries. But I just think it's like 19th century thinking. It's we live in a 21st century world, and sometimes we think like 19th century citizens. So that's kind of that's kind of my video for the day. I guess I won't try to go too much farther on the topic, because then I feel like I'll deviate some more. But what do you guys have you guys ever been in a situation where your life flashed before your eyes? I can't think of one for myself, and I guess just what are your feelings on shootings and stuff like that in general? Let me know in the comments, and shoot video tomorrow, so a little lighter topic than today. And have a great day.